So I'm not gonna lie, I just got done my good old 8 to 5 shift. My feet kind of hurt. I'm a little cranky, and this is my second time filming this video, but it's okay. Sometimes you just have to like suck it up and do the thing. What's up everyone? My name is Alanah and I am just a girl who really would love for her income to one day come from her creative ventures. But unfortunately right now that is not the case. Instead, I work retail, yay! No, I'm just kidding, but sometimes it does genuinely feel like a circus. And if you work any like 9 to 5 job, or also if you're in retail or even like fast food, anything customer service related, and you're a creative person, I feel like you know and like understand the struggle of how exhausting that it can be sometimes. For example, YouTube is something that I have wanted to do for like literally ages, and I haven't done it mostly because of my procrastination and lack of motivation, but that's a whole separate topic. The other reason is because for a long time, I was an assistant manager at the store that I work at, and that does take a lot of time and energy from you and like what you're able to do when you come home, because there were so many nights where I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing, and then I get home and I'm literally exhausted. And I am no longer an assistant manager. I am currently a visual merchandiser, so I do kind of get to like express myself a little bit through creativity at work. I get to organize displays and create nice presentations and dress mannequins and all of that. So I do kind of have that nice little outlet to express myself in that way, but even still sometimes I've like struggled to want to come home and work on my creative stuff. For me, my creative stuff is a lot of like writing in most of its forms, and for me that does take a lot of mental focus, and sometimes after a really long day I very much lack the focus. So yesterday actually I came home and I had it in my head all day. I'm like, I'm going to film this video. I'm gonna film this damn video because it's something I've been wanting to talk about for a really long time. Like, I think it's super interesting because there are a lot of people who are in a creative field, whether it be like, you know, freelance photography, making short films, like all of that good stuff. And there's so many people out there who have like a different full-time job, even though they want to have their creative thing be where their income comes from. That's very much how I feel, and I love hearing from other people when they talk about it. So when I got home yesterday, I was like, okay, we're doing it. So I come out here, I have my Bluetooth microphone little thing that I wanted to plug into my phone, and nothing's connecting. So I'm like, you know what, scratch it, we'll just move forward without the microphone. And so I was like playing with it down like where you can't see with the camera, and then I uploaded all my footage into Premiere, and all you can hear is me playing with the microphone the whole time. And I was like so unmotivating because I was like, dang, I really like sat myself down, I forced myself to sit in the hot ass car to film this video just for my chair's clicking around, just for like the footage to be unusable. And I was like, oh, it's like there's literally no other time in my week for me to film this video, because with retail, and I'm sure if you also work it, you know this, you understand the struggle, the schedule is so inconsistent. So this week already, like, I had off Sunday, thank God, Monday 9 to 6, Tuesday 8 to 5, Wednesday 5:30 a.m. to 2:30, Thursday 9 to 6, then I'm off Friday 10 to 7 on Saturday. And you know, it's also like you come home and not only do you want to do your creative stuff, but you also need time to just like be a person. Like people who have like kids, I don't know how you do it. Like, I give you all of the praise in the world because I only have to worry about myself. Like, I'm very like lucky in that sense right now. I am my only responsibility, and even I'm like, I struggle. Like, I come home and I'm like, I want to eat and shower and go to bed, and that's that. But it's also hard because I always feel like I'm kind of on this like hamster wheel cycle where it's like, oh, I want to get out of retail so very badly, and in order to do that I need to work on my creative stuff, but retail is sucking up all of my time and energy, so I can't work on my creative stuff. And then it's like a very fine line between what's true, what happens, and like excuses, because I'm really good at the excuses too. I don't know if you're also like a creative, if you're really good at the excuses, but we need to stop, respectfully, for both of us. But I guess there is kind of always another way to look at something, right? Because I just said my schedule is super inconsistent, but tomorrow I do get done like at 2:30 p.m. and I still work the whole shift and I have the whole rest of the day to work on creative stuff. Am I going to? Jury's still out on that. But I could if I wanted to. So I'm making it my goal, my own personal problem, whatever I want to call it, for the upcoming future, for like to find some sort of consistency within the inconsistency. Like I said, so I'm a visual merchandiser, so like whenever the store gets like new clothes, new product, we move everything around, we clean everything up, we like freshen everything, story tell, color coordinate, all of that. I love that. I feel like I'm good at it. It is a really good way to be creative, but I'm really tired of the rude customers and like the workplace, like just like feeling trapped, like I'm stuck in a building for 9 hours out of the day, you know, just all of the big like kind of corporate hamster wheel stuff that I feel like we all know and we all understand. Just when you're creative, and I feel like it's extra hard because you know what you're passionate about, and it's kind of like, how do I get there? So that's gonna be like part of what my goal is for the next few weeks, is like starting the process of how do I get there, even if it's just like, this is so corny, but like putting the seatbelt on, you know, like we may not be able to get the car off the ground yet, but at least we can put our seatbelt on. If you are also a creative who works in any type of customer service job and you're like getting your shit done, I would really love to know, I would love to hear from you what you're doing to be able to like function like that, like, because you're honestly like a superhuman, like, and I would love to be you. I really would love to be you, because like I haven't touched some of my projects in like months, and the things that I was investing time in, like for me, I also really struggle with like losing interest and motivation in certain things, especially when I'm not seeing like a payoff that I would like to see. So for me, I feel like I have so many things that I've started and it feels like I've wasted so much time by not finishing them, and that's something I really struggle with and I would really love to stop doing. But yeah, and it's hard when you come home and you're like drained from the day. So like I said, if you have some secret magic trick, I would really genuinely love to know, because maybe we can like help each other out. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on and talk about like my experience being a creative person, like being a writer, being someone who has all these goals and like wants to do something different but isn't quite sure how to get there, because especially on YouTube and social media, I feel like it's very like, oh my gosh, they have success, how do I get their success? But we didn't see all of the years of like the struggling to get there. And I think it would be really cool for my YouTube channel to like document the process if I ever get there, which, you know, fingers crossed, but you don't know what the cards hold for you, and that's totally fine. But even still, like making videos and editing them is like super fun to me, and I would love to be able to grow in my skills of doing all of those things, especially like talking on camera. And so for me, this is kind of just like documenting my process, being able to see the journey and kind of being more like honest about that. This is also probably gonna sound super corny, but being a creative can feel very like scary and very vulnerable sometimes. And we put so much of ourselves into our work and into what we create, and then it's very terrifying to like put that out there for other people to see. So if you're a creative who has like a regular full-time job and you haven't been getting your shit done either, I see you, I feel you, I hear you. Good luck. I wish you good luck, and maybe take 10 minutes today to go start the thing, and maybe I'll take 10 minutes today to go start the thing too. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next one.